I'm going to try to show you with some blocks exactly what a reaction looks like in place of you just trying to imagine it with letters. The equation that he uses in the book is CH4 plus O2 yields H2O plus CO2. CH4 is methane, and we have lots of Lego blocks at my house because I have lots of boys. So I'm using Lego blocks to represent these molecules. This is CH4, the green block is carbon, and then I have 4 yellow blocks, 4 hydrogen attached to it. Then I've got an oxygen molecule, so I've got 2 oxygen atoms hooked together. We talked about molecules a little bit ago. And so what happens is that these 2 molecules are going to interact together. These are your reactants. They're going to interact together to make something completely different. So what happens is that the methane will break apart and it will make water, which is a hydrogen, or I'm sorry, an oxygen with 2 hydrogens on it. And then I can break apart the rest of it and make another water molecule. But as you can see, I have a carbon left over, and I don't have just a plain carbon. I'm supposed to have a carbon dioxide over here. Well, we have 2 problems. First of all, it didn't make the products that it said it was supposed to make. And secondly, you're not allowed to have leftovers when you have a chemical reaction. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to try this again. But we're going to add another oxygen molecule so that we have enough to make everything actually work. So in place of having just 1 oxygen, I'm going to bring another one. So I now have 2 oxygen molecules to react with this methane. Okay, so now if I have these, and I'm going to put a 2 in front of there, now we'll see if we can get things to work out a little more evenly. So if I pull this apart again, here's 1 oxygen that I'm going to make a water out of. Then I'm going to make a water out of this. And so here's 2 water molecules now. I have still this oxygen molecule that I haven't used yet. And so now I can stick these oxygens on top of the carbon that came from the methane. And now I don't have any leftovers. And I've ended up with 2 waters and 1 carbon dioxide. So that's why you have to have these numbers in front, because sometimes 1 molecule just isn't enough to get the whole job done. He shows you this reaction because this is a simple reaction. A reaction of interest is really the one on photosynthesis, and I don't have enough. I would probably have enough blocks to build that, but that would be really complicated trying to build glucose and have enough. It would take a huge table to put all of that reaction on there. But hopefully with this, you can get the idea that these are atoms, they're rearranging themselves and making new molecules, and that these numbers have to be here to show you how many are actually required so that you don't have any leftovers.